That's something different that we haven't seen for a long time. And all the dignified officials here, I want to thank you for at least for once trying to engage the community. And we've been missing this for a very long time. So I hope we can continue this, and hopefully, that'll be inspiring to bring more people back into the fold and at least come back home. My question was concerning Ambassador Sullivan mentioned earlier that the United Nations mission in Liberia will be ending in 3 years. Okay, and we're all aware that in order to sustain economic growth, foreign investment, and sustain peace, you need security. And it's very important to know, because when most people want to invest in 3 years, do we have any plan, any mechanism that will ensure people that in 3 years, when the United Nations leaves, that Liberia is going to be secure, it's going to be safe, and that people can be safe, that we have the capability to protect ourselves?
My greeting, thanks and appreciation to all of the government officials present here. My name is the oil drilling process, as well as the water supply system in Liberia. That's the first one. Secondly, in Liberia, the United States Embassy is very extreme. It's extremely large. While in America, our Liberian embassy is very small. So what plan of action do you have to extend our embassy? My third question is, over the years, Liberians have been arrested and imprisoned in America were all being tried. What is your government, what is your institution is doing about this to resolve the issues? Well, thank you very much.
Well, another one?
My name is Tamba Igelas. I'm a Liberian, resident of Staten Island for the past 8.5 years. I'm also the founder of voiceofliberia.org. I think some of you have read some of my commentaries, at least for the people in this room. And I have been in and out of Liberia recently. I think the last time I was in Liberia was about 2 months ago. So, I mean, I've been here from the beginning of answering question sessions, and we've seen that, I mean, most of the things that, the questions that we wanted to ask have been answered. So, for me, more or less, I want to make a comment and maybe some recommendations, to this august body that's here today. So, first of all, on behalf of my colleagues here and my friends on Staten Island, I want to take this opportunity to welcome you, all of you, and for taking time out of your busy schedule to come here to speak with us today. One of the things, or two of the things I'd like to touch on, first of all, is the business environment in Liberia, and as well as the employment or unemployment issue that has been recently raised. When I got here about 9 years ago, I was able to take myself through college. I earned a bachelor's in business. And the first thing I did was, I said, you know what, as a Liberian, what can I do with this business degree? And I decided to set up a little business back home to be able to maybe employ 1 or 2 persons within my own community and be able to foster business within the Liberian
excuse me. Conclude the meeting, please. Take a minute and conclude. Thank you.
Let me land, please.
Yeah, take a minute, please.
Okay?
Thank you.
But I'm saying this to say that we as Liberians, we all have some sort of obligation to Liberia as a country, wherein we understand that government has a role to play, but every Liberian who has come to the States or who has gone overseas, who have gained some level of experience, has that commitment to go back and create something within the society that can employ 1 person or 2 persons or 100 persons. Be able to have a government policy, maybe it might be in place, but that can be enforced or that can be implemented to encourage more Liberian businesses and to encourage people within the diaspora who can go back home and create businesses. Have some incentives, have some sort of a subsidy that those people can come and take their time.
Guys, my country gave me the opportunity to come to America when our country was in despair. Yeah. And now they're...
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's true.
And now...
Take it up.
Man, you guys have done a great thing for the country. And I thank you for that. And I just want to do anything in my power to help our country. I do music. If I could tell my country's story anyway in my hip-hop music, hip-hop rules the world right now. I want to be that Liberian hip-hop artist that can spread the message that we have a beautiful home to come to. Liberia is beautiful. I haven't been there since I was 6, but what I've seen on the internet, my country is beautiful. That's right.
Oh, you got a ball. It's very important.
I am not a citizen of America. Not a citizen. And it's hard. Yes, it's hard. But what I've learned that everybody's here crying to go back home and everything. What I've learned, I've studied the American government so much. What I've learned that everybody in here can go back home and come back and forth. You don't have to be an American citizen to be able to do that. You don't. And I thank everybody on this panel for giving us these new passports. I walk around with it every day. I show everybody. I don't care. Nobody can tell me nothing because I have a home.
You belong somewhere.
Before that, I didn't have this.
Okay, you go.
You know, and
Tom.
that's okay.
Go ahead.
I come from a great line of people, you know. And just to move the legacy forward, I'm here. I'm here for the country.
Okay.
You know, anything, man. Everywhere I go. Today I was just at the Staten Island College.
Yeah.
And what I've been learning is I'm a businessman. Small business thing right here, I'm chasing it. Because why? When I go into these, it amazes me. When I go into these meetings with these people and they say how Liberian. Right now, we the biggest community on Staten Island with the most electoral voice right now. But I sit around, I sit back, but we're not using it right.
Yes.
Our country needs us. What I've learned through the history, Liberia should be like Israel. We should get everything that we need. But us as a people, we haven't came together yet.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to thank the community leadership for inviting government officials here. And I am Jacob Dozote Dozogongwe Gonya Mastercoin.
Yes.
I am from Niba County. And I'm a victim of the war, survivor of the St. Peter's Lutheran Church. Can you speak up, please? And deeply concerned about the trends of events in Liberia. I am a Liberian researcher, and my research is specifically focused on Liberia. So I'm fully versed to what happened in Liberia based on research and quality on the ground. So, before I proceed with my questions, I want to also thank the ambassador. Amongst all of the Liberian officials, most of them, we follow this ambassador very carefully. He's one of the honest Liberian leaders. So thank you. My question is, in 2009, as part of the comprehensive Accra Peace Accord, which Mr. Yenembo tried to distort here, all parties agreed to sign the peace accord after several peace agreements, and the policy of appeasement was used to appease those criminals. They all agreed to abide by this accord. In return, they will be given governmental positions. As part of the accord, in 2005, the Julie Bryant administration, the House passed an act, which is a law, that this accord, that the government, the TRC commissioners will work, investigate the root causes of the war, and make recommendations. The president was mandated to report occasionally to the Liberian people. Yeah, to conclude, the 2009 TRC presented its reports. There were recommendations. Some of the recommendations was sanctioning people deemed most responsible for the root causes of the war, including the person of Liberia. As I read, they used the Constitution as the Supreme Court, which has on its bench Cabinet General. How can you be the prosecutor, the judge, and the defendant at the same time to subvert the TRC report? To conclude, on constitutional ground, my question is,
my question is, do you guys think, soul searching, government officials, do you guys think, deep in your heart, the level of crime, the magnitude of crime committed in our country will go unpunished?
With the last question. I'm not an ardent church goer. There was this slogan that had become very popular. No peace without justice. We're presented two choices. A war crimes court or